For the first almost year, Garrett was completely typical developing. Garrett woke up in the middle of the night and his cry was wrong. There was something different. We got to the ER in Parker, and at this point he was just kind of unresponsive. Like he was awake and he was breathing, but it was just, he was kind of like in a daze. You're just on adrenaline the whole time because you're like, you know, something's wrong with my baby and I don't know what, and I can't do anything about it. And the doctor's telling me that it's gas. It's like, no. So it's hard to see your kid like that. They were trying to do spinal taps on him, and they couldn't get them, and they wouldn't let me be in there with him. Because I know he's just, I mean, that's gotta hurt, right? And it's this little tiny human being that you're supposed to protect, and you can't do anything, and you can't even hold his hand. If you're a baby and you just don't know what's going on, and where's my mom? It's just hard to think about. We ended up being inpatient at Children's for 30 days. The diagnosis from that was fever-induced paroxysmal weakness and encephalitis. It was a complete reset. He was like a newborn. So he lost all of his motor control. He couldn't sit up, he couldn't hold his head up, he couldn't nurse. He comes in and says, "Mom, I don't feel good." You go to like level 5, you're like, here's Tylenol, here's the ibuprofen, let me check your temperature, let me write it down. With having one parent in the house, my attention is divided a lot. It's not a situation that I ever thought that I would be in with the boys, but I don't know, it's just, you don't have an option except to figure it out. You rely a lot on friends. All of my family is in Texas. One of the great things about Nightlights is they both have their own person that's like devoted to them. So they get 3.5 hours of attention from somebody. And I think they really love that.
It's not a battle to drop kids off at Nightlights. Sometimes it's a small battle for them to pick up at Nightlights, but when parents drop their kids off, kids are like, bye, we know what we're gonna do, it's gonna be great, adios. The peace of mind that we're giving caregivers of your child is safe with us. We are trustworthy. All of our volunteers are background checked through a very extensive process. We have rigorous training. We have a nurse on site. We have leadership who knows what to do in case of an emergency. We are incredibly safe. So a kiddo can come into Nightlights and they want to get their face painted, and they're going to do half the craft. And then they're gonna go in the gross motor room and play ball for a little bit, and then to the playground, and then come back and fill out, do more of the craft, and then have a snack, and the volunteers are running, but we're all smiling the whole time. I had a dad who dropped off at one of our newer sites, and he said, "I felt this was too good to be true, and I thought you guys were gonna call me 10 minutes after dropping off my kids because they were too much," is what he said. So he didn't trust that he could go far, so he went to the McDonald's parking lot across the street, and he slept. And he said it was the first time that he could remember that he slept for longer than 2 hours, because his nights and his days were filled with caring for kids with high needs, and he just didn't believe it was true that we would meet that need for him. And so when he came and he was like, "I fell all the way asleep and you didn't call me," and he was like, "I'm gonna plan my next Nightlights way better."
I don't have to take a kid. I don't have to think about kid-friendly activities.
Right now, all of our sites, except for one, have a wait list. And some of our sites, those lists are 30 kids deep. Nightlights has 6 sites. I would say 2 of them are new. All of this requires resources. We want to continue to offer this respite care for free to families. We don't want a family to have to pay for a basic human need that they have, but that means that we need generous donors to give to Nightlights to continue to support us.
I think that's what Nightlights does. It gives you just like a pause on real life.